Coming at y'all live again. This time it's from no podcast. Shout out to the Golden Gemz podcast, though. It's from a booth.
Really, the main thing.
These rhymes and these words been long overdue. It's been way overdue. But it's okay, though. I'm back now. We live? This on? Hello? I'm just playing. Hey, welcome back to the Golden Gemz podcast, baby. Yes. Once again, the Golden Gemz podcast, where you getting all the gems. And hey, it's Sports Talk with Relly today. Are y'all ready for it? No, I don't think you ready. But hey, yes, we back. We live. Like I said, welcome back to the Golden Gemz podcast, man. Make sure y'all liking. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you also sending this to your friends and family, man. Go ahead, put them on to the podcast. Go ahead, show some love, show some support, and make sure y'all commenting, man. And, I didn't see too many people comment their favorite teams or their favorite athletes last video. So make sure y'all go ahead and do that. Yes, I just dropped a video on my top 5 artists, top 5 athletes, and also top 5 stocks that I'm digging right now. So if y'all feel free and you got some free time and you want to show some more love, go check out those videos. I will put that link in the description. So go ahead, feel free to check out that. And guess what? We back with Sports Talk with Relly. And today I'm keeping it simple. We talking mostly about the NBA. Might touch on the NFL. Of course, y'all always got to touch on the NFL. You feel me? Got to go ahead, brush y'all up. Even though it's the off season, it's still always, NFL time whenever you were ready. You feel me? We can always talk NFL. We can always talk about the NBA. And we can talk about the MLB too. And low key, the NHA, I said NHH, the NHL, National Hockey League, is low-key in the playoffs too. They ain't in the conference finals themselves or whatever they call it. I think it's called the semifinals over there. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk NBA talk. Yes. My Bucks lost. But it's okay. I ain't tripping too much. But at the end of the day, I can't be too disappointed. Can't be too mad. Giannis really, you feel me? He did his thing. You feel me? At the end of the day, it's like he came, he fought, and he took an L. But at the end of the day, I really do see the Bucks actually being contenders, at the for years to come. I don't think Giannis is going anywhere. I don't think, the Boston Celtics are going to go anywhere. And I think that's going to be a real matchup here for the foreseeable future. And at the end of the day, it's a golden opportunity right now for the Celtics to finally get over the hump and kind of, make it back to the NBA Finals. Because I think they haven't been in the finals really since 09, 08, yeah, since that season, when they was playing the Lakers. So I think that's 09, 010, 2010. I don't know. These seasons be kicking my ass sometimes. Y'all feel me? You know how I go. Anyway, yes, the Bucks lost. They put up a good fight. Of course, Jason Tatum and them boys, you feel me? They was doing their thing. And, it was a great series to watch. It came down to the wire. It honestly was phenomenal to see, them come down. Well, that series come down to a Game 7. I really thought Milwaukee was going to take it in Game 6. But like I said, Giannis really couldn't get no help. But, at the end of the day, hey, you live to see another day. The Bucks, I feel like they'll be back next year, and I think they'll go further next year as well. But with Boston winning, you feel me? I give them a matchup with the Heat. SO to, Wade Nation, and SO to, the Heat Nation too. At the end of the day, it's going to be interesting. That's all I can say. It's very, very interesting that this series came down to Jimmy Buckets and, them young boys in Boston. You feel me? At the end of the day, y'all seen what Jimmy did last night. Playoff Jimmy is alive and well, put up 41 points last night. And that was a game to watch, man. That was definitely a game to watch. I really enjoyed it. And just to see, you feel me, how far Jimmy Butler has come. I talked to him and I talked about him in a couple other episodes, man. It's really crazy to see his evolution and to see him always turning it up when the playoffs come around, you man. When the chips are in the middle of the table, who would you gonna call to get you a couple buckets, man? I'm calling Jimmy. I'm calling Jimmy buckets. You feel me? Doop. Speed dial. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I need you to come down here and go ahead and handle these boys. Bet. Bet I'll holler at you. All right. But real talk though, like Jimmy turns it up when it comes to the playoffs, man. And I'm excited to see this series. I really think it's gonna come down to game 6 or game 7. And I'm going with Miami, man. I'm going with the Miami Heat. Obviously, like I said, my Bucks lost. So the Heat is gonna be the next team that I go with. I've always been a fan of the Heat, like I talked about. Really, I'm a Jimmy Butler fan. So, I show love from a distance. So I got the Heat going winning in this series. I think it's gonna come down to 6 or 7 games, maybe even game 7. I think it might wind down to go to 7 games just because it's gonna be a back and forth battle. I don't really see Miami really taking over the series and winning, more than 2, 3 games in a row. But anything is possible at the end of the day. And shoot, how Jimmy, got buckets last night. Who knows? He might go ahead turning up like that for the rest of the series. So that's gonna be an interesting thing to watch. And with Boston, I feel like Boston is, they doing their thing. They got a lot of pieces, but with Marcus Smart, I don't know if y'all seen that Marcus Smart was out last game. He was over there on the bench. Bro, if y'all can please go look this up. Marcus Smart looked like he was going to the strip club with James Harden literally right after the game. My man was out there. You know how some NBA players, they come with, I can see if you coming with the sweatsuit on, this man, or not even eat the sweatsuit. Some people even come with, suit and booted with the tie, and they showing love and support for their crew when they not on the court. But that man, Marcus Smart, looked like his ass was ready to go ahead, tear down the strip club and throw about motherfucking 50 bands in that mug. He was fly over there on the sidelines. He had the Miami, literally, it was like a Miami shirt on and the shorts to match it, man. He was really looking like him and James was finna go crazy at the strip club. But at the end of the day, I found that hilarious. But I mean, with him out and, with the Celtics, also Al Horford was out too. I keep on butchering his name. It is what it is. But Al Horford was out too last game. And it's very interesting that, you feel me, he really, they was missing him on the court. Definitely Al Horford. And they was missing Smart too. Like, you really don't know how impactful a player is or, players until, they gone, until you no longer have them. And at the end of the day, I really feel like with Marcus Smart and you see my mic actually floating on me a little bit. Anyway, with Marcus Smart, I feel like he was doing his thing, man, and for him to end up not playing in that last game, and then Al Horford, he was balling too. For them to not play in that first game, I think that obviously caused a factor too to why the Heat really took over that game. Because at the end of the day, with them big mans on the court, and Marcus Smart, he came in. I think was he the defensive player of the year? I think he was. So at the end of the day, you feel me? Those are big pieces that's missing. Of course, Jason Tatum still got buckets. Jaylen Brown still did his thing, but with those 2 pieces missing, and I don't know how long it's going to be until they come back. That's why I'm giving kind of, the favorite to the Heat, man. I'm giving them, they my favorite. And I really don't see Boston really pulling it out, honestly. But you feel me? It's going to be a great series to watch. I'm very interested to see how far it goes and how far, they really, battle. Because, I mean, I definitely see it coming to game 6 or game 7. But let's switch gears. Like I said, I got Miami. You can go ahead, comment below who you think is going to win between Boston and Miami in this series. The Eastern Conference Finals. Hey, I'm tuning in all the way in. And now let's go to the West with them Warriors and that Steph boy. I told y'all what was going to happen. Then I tell you. I told you. I told you. Memphis, they going to be back, though. I feel like, you feel me, with them not having Ja Morant, that obviously was a big missing piece for them. And I really don't feel like, that they could have overcame that because they just don't have all the pieces and they are still are a very, very young team. But they still, gave the Warriors a run for their money, though, at the end of the day, even without Ja Morant. You feel me? I saw what they did to them the game before. The Warriors ended up winning. They blew them out the water. And even though the Warriors, it's just one game. Yeah, it was just one game, but that one game still made y'all boys look like, man, what the fuck is on the? I could have been out there on the court. Real talk, but that series, it was a great series up until Ja Morant, got injured, and we kind of both. I mean, we all knew what was going to happen after the injury. We knew the Warriors was going to take it, and now it's the Warriors playing the Mavs. The Mavs, ended up closing out against the Suns. That was my pick, to go in the Western Conference Finals and play against the Warriors. At the end of the day, it's been very, very interesting, to see how well the Suns, always drop off. Like last year, if you remember, they lost like 3-4 games straight. They went up 2-0. Then Giannis and them boys came back and got them up out of there. And this time, I think they was up 2-0 again. And then, I mean, the Mavs and Luka, you seen what they didn't even come out to play that last game. Like they damn near was getting blown out by like 40 points at one point in time. And, I'm like, I was kind of really disappointed, honestly, just being a fan of sports and being a fan of the game. Like, I was hoping that game 7 was literally going to come down to like the last bucket, but it was far from it. And Luka and them boys, that's all to y'all, man. Y'all doing your thing. Y'all getting buckets right now. And, I'm proud just to see, how far Luka's game has evolved. And, to see him almost like a LeBron out there, like he baby bird out here. That's all the Shannon and Skip, man. Like he really baby bird. And I feel like we ain't seen a player like him since like, Larry Bird. And since, I mean, he's similar to LeBron in a few various ways, but I feel like he got a better jumper than LeBron, and then he's more shifty than LeBron. Of course, LeBron coming downhill, ain't nobody stopping that man. But at the same time, I feel like Luka got a couple more things in his bag than LeBron does. But of course, you can't. Man, LeBron went to like 10 straight finals. Come on, let's be real. But at the end of the day, man, it's like Luka is really coming along, and I'm interested to see how this series goes. How the series goes with the Warriors, because I mean, the Warriors, they're looking good too, but I don't know if that championship pedigree is going to be able to pay off, because them boys, they talk a lot. Yeah, them light skinned boys be talking. Yeah, that Draymond keeping it up, dark skinned gang out here. He always talking, running his mouth too. But they've been doing a lot of talking. So let's see if they back it up and go ahead and get to the finals. My finals pick, now that my Bucks are out, is still the Warriors, but I'm going Miami. Warriors versus Miami. And for that championship game, I think that's gonna go to 6 or 7 games too. And I'm gonna go with the Warriors. But I feel like Jimmy gonna go ahead and have another stellar finals. But I'm gonna go with the Warriors. But for this series, of course, with Mavs versus Warriors, I'm going with the Warriors in 6. Warriors in 6. I really don't think Luka and them boys gonna be able to really hold them off or win that much on the road, because I feel like if you seen what they was doing on the road, besides that last game, the Mavs showed up and showed out that last game, game 7. But if you look at the games previously on the road, it was getting blown out, and going to State and going up to that stadium, over there in the Warriors, that stadium crazy. And Golden State, they gonna go ahead, you feel me, get their money at home. And I really don't see the Mavs winning more than 1 or 2 games, honestly, in this series. But it's gonna be interesting, because I still got Luka really putting up 40 a few times in this series, and then really doing his thing and balling out, because he is the Mavs. You feel me? Of course, you had a couple players coming along and also getting buckets with him, but you feel me? I'm still gonna go with the Warriors pulling it out, just because they got that championship pedigree, and I feel like they really gonna take the game to, 3-point city. There's gonna be a lot of 3-pointers in this series. Mavs shoot hella threes. Warriors shoot hella threes. Yeah, a lot of threes. Anyway, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I'm just thinking about this series, like, there's gonna be a lot of threes getting shot. If you see how the Mavs shoot, and they shoot hella motherfucking shots, hella 3-pointers. Warriors, that's all they do is shoot threes. I think they might break the record for 3-pointers, like most in the playoff series in the NBA. That's what I've been thinking about this whole time. I just couldn't get it out. But I'm just sitting there thinking, like, damn, both these teams shoot hella threes. It's going to be interesting to see how it ends up with both these teams living at the 3-point line. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, it's going to be very, 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 very interesting. But I got the Warriors, man. I got the Warriors. They're going to end up doing their thing. And I really feel like, at the end of the day, it's going to be a great, great thing to see, man, because, hey, them boys up in Golden State, them light-skinned killers, they coming. And when I say they coming, they coming. But, at the end of the day, I ain't going to really harp on it too much. Like I said, Warriors in 6, Miami about 6 or 7, probably 7. I got Miami in 7. Yeah. Or Dana 6 too. I might take Miami in 6, honestly. I might switch it up. I got Miami in 6. Fuck it. Miami in 6, Warriors, and Golden State in 6. Those are my picks, man. I hope Luka and, Jason Tatum and them boys, the underdogs, I guess now in my book. I hope they pull it out, though, and really put on a good show. But I really don't see neither team winning, though. Because at the end of the day, I feel like Jimmy going to go ahead and beat Jimmy, and he going to have a couple more stellar game. I see him putting up maybe 40 one or two more times in this series. And then I feel like Stephen Curry going to really come out and solidify his championship pedigree and show everybody why he that guy and why he the best shooter of all time in this series versus, the Mavs. And, of course, with the Heat playing Boston, like, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be, a hell of a series to watch with both teams. And I'm excited. Tonight, the Warriors play the Mavs, so it's game 1. So we're going to really see how this series is going to go. So, without further ado, let's talk, some NFL talk. NFL talk. NFL talk. NFL talk. With who? Relly. So, switching gears, man, to the NFL, I'm ready for the season to be here at the end of the day. I'm ready to see some people smash against each other. I'm ready to see it all, man. I'm tired of just watching the NBA all the time. I'm tired of watching MLB games. I am tired of it. Where's football? Where is football? But it's okay. I ain't tripping. I'm just playing, man. I'm excited, though, for the NFL season, man. I got a couple of teams that I'm going to tell y'all about, and I feel like they're going to really do damage this year. One of my teams is Cleveland. I feel like Cleveland with Deshaun, if he gets to play, I feel like they're going to really do damage. Even if he doesn't get to play, I feel like Cleveland is still going to end up making a playoffs and really be a sleeper team to get to maybe even the AFC Championship game. You heard it here first. But on another note, I feel like another sleeper team that I'm going to pick that I'm really hoping for cashes out. It's them boys. It's them boys. It's them boys. It's them boys. And yes, that's them boys. I don't know who the hell done shot somebody, but you hear them sirens. I don't know if y'all hear them sirens outside the crib, but it's some sirens right now that's going on. So we're going to let them sirens, hopefully, prayers out to whoever then shot somebody. Now I'm playing. Hopefully ain't nobody got shot. I don't mean to speak that into existence, but we're going to let them sirens go ahead pass through. They loud. They loud. They loud. This is an intermission. So back on the Golden Gems podcast, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share, make sure you sending this to your friends, make sure you sending this to your families. And I'm going to continue to talk after these sirens subside. But at the end of the day, like, I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to be patient and, let these sirens go past me. But they keep on going, and I don't want them to ruin my podcast right now. But, that's life. You feel me? I ain't in a studio right now. I was trying to just record in a nice little space in the crib, but it's always somebody always doing something out here in these streets. And this reminds me, prayers up to Buffalo. I don't know if y'all remember or if you're aware of what happened with Buffalo it was a sad, sad situation with a guy who was fueled, I guess, by racism. He ended up going to a grocery store in a supermarket and he shot 10 people and injured, I think, three. He shot and killed. Let me excuse my French. He shot and killed the thug out here. Shot and killed. It was a white man. I forget his name, but he shot and killed 10 people, and it was premeditated, and he ended up going, you know, to a predominantly black area, a black community that was 80% black, and just reaping havoc and killing people in cold blood. And it's a sensitive topic for me because I'm tired of this stuff happening, but I'm not going to rant on this podcast today because I'm going to keep it as sports talk. And we about to get back to sports talk right now, but just prayers out to Buffalo and prayers out, to our world and our society, man. Sometimes it's sad out here and you can never be too careful. So make sure, y'all staying prayed up. Make sure you're praying for your loved ones. You're praying for your family. And at the end of the day, man, keep each other close and let's end this racism stuff and end like this bickering with one another, because at the end of the day we all brothers and sisters, and it sucks that you get hated on or you get looked at differently just because of the color of your skin is a little different, and we can all just get along. We can all live in this world peacefully without feeling like one race is superior than another. But, that's a topic for another day. Let's go ahead. Let's finish your sports talk. I was going to say my sleeper team. I'm going with, they're not even really a sleeper team, man. It's like, I think them boys going to come and they're going to come for vengeance. I got the Buffalo Bills, Bills Mafia. I feel like they're going to really come out and go crazy this year. And, too, like, I feel like they've been good and for a couple years now, and they just haven't got over the hump. And I really feel like, Diggs, if y'all don't know Stephon Diggs, I feel like he's going to really have a breakout season this year and have a similar season to Cooper Kupp, because I feel like he's been working and putting in that work, and I like his game. And, of course, Josh Allen, I feel like he's going to really carry them boys, at least to the conference championship. But, at the end of the day, we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to definitely see. But those are my two sleeper teams. I'm one with the Bills, and then I'm also going with the Browns, ironically enough. But we're going to see what the Browns do. But, on another note, let's go ahead, and talk about what that boy Tommy Tom has been up to, man. Tom Brady, the GOAT, got another documentary coming. How's that documentary coming out? So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. I don't know if y'all watched his last documentary, Tom versus Tom. I said Tom versus Tom. Tom versus Time. It was a great documentary. Y'all should definitely go check that out. He has another one coming and dropping soon. I, of course, got to get a couple, heads up about my GOAT. You feel me? Come on. It'd be like that. And then also, too, as far as, HBCUs goes, stay tuned. Stay tuned for, you feel me? My bad. I was trying to fix anyway. But stay tuned for the HBCUs coming and really taking over shit this year, because I feel like they got a couple. I've been looking at a couple, switching gears to this college football talk. But I feel like it's a couple HBCUs who actually matched up and went. I feel like it's a couple going against a few SEC teams that I saw, and then ACC too. And then also, I think it was one going against the Big Ten. It was a few going against the Big Ten too. So watch out for the HBCUs this year in college football. Of course, Jackson State, with Coach Deion Sanders, they're going to come for vengeance too. So just make sure y'all stay tuned for that and watching out for college football this year. We're going to actually talk college football too, in later segments. I'm going to really go ahead and get into it. When I say sports talk, we're talking about every sport. We're talking about every league, and we're going to really have some fun with it. But I'm going to cut this sports talk. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hungry. It is about that time. And I'm about to go ahead. Hey, it ain't Taco Tuesday. It's Taco Wednesday for your boy. And I'm about to go ahead, chef some stuff up and, turn on the game and relax. And I hope y'all do the same, man. Enjoy the games tonight. Enjoy the Warriors versus Mavs if you're going to watch it. And guess what? Hey, this is the Golden Gems podcast, baby. This is Sports Talk with Relly. And
We out.